jealous ass rappers and shit, man. Put quarantines all on me, jealous ass R&B singers and shit. Here it is, you got 1 million fucking views or 1 billion views or whatever it is, and I'm some dude making videos about metaphysics with like 1,000 views or some shit like that, and you mad because your kids watching me and shit. So now they done put these quarantines on me, man, like major fucking quarantines and shit because of some jealous ass rappers and R&B singers, man, because they want to say that my monetization pretty much belongs to them. So they saying I basically have zero money at this point. And I don't respect it, man, because it's like this, like, I know how the game goes, and that's what they mad about. What happened was that they got mad because I started talking about imaging, and I was saying that, yo, since I could trace back the imaging, therefore I have a percentage and a stake in the music industry. So the Illuminati or whatever the fucking music industry decided to team up on me, was like, hey, we done. Oh, your monetization is zero. So I guess that's the karma I created, you know, so essentially, you know, like where I'm here, really the message I want to put out is that no matter how much money you get or abundance you get or wealth you get, nobody cares about that. Believe me, you could be rich as you want to be. They only care when you have the mind to be able to recreate wealth, when you have the mind to be able to actually create wealth from nowhere. From your own mind, nobody controls you, you're independent. See, if somebody gives you some money, you always got to ask yourself one question. And one question only, why? Why are you willing to sign and give me this? Now, when you create a lane, that's different because that's something that you created. So there shouldn't be any questioning because you created this lane, and if somebody's offering you money from what you created, then that's you benefiting from your art, and everyone's entitled to that. So I gotta respect it, you know. So they told me, you know, to move on out of that circle and, you know, and things of this nature. So I look at it like this. I'm gonna just put it like this, then I'll just put my whole channel up every time I monetize against you. Since you claiming all this, accept this for value, and I'm monetizing nothing, my bet with them is that every day either I'm zero or you owe me money. And yesterday, no zeros failed. So at the end of the day, in my mind, they owe me money. And that's that. I mean, you don't have to pay. That's on you. Because, I use acceptance for value. By the time I'm done with you, I've been converted your loan or your note that you owe me. I've been turned that into some gold or something. Or been turned that into some monetization, something that you can't take away from me. Meaning that you can owe me money all day and night. I'm just going to accept it for value. And by the time it turns, it's going to be mine. So it really doesn't matter. So that's really where it's at. So, you know, for now, I got a bet against them for today. Because I'm always going to monetize them. I got a lot of friends in the music industry. But they like, since they quarantining me, I'm going to leave them alone for today. I'm not going to monetize them for today, and I'm going to see what happens with this hand. So that's what Ron Hotep is on, man. Always in the midst of action. Always got to step up against some foe, because a soldier won't know his strength unless he or she has a foe, like our prophet taught us. You know what I'm saying? So if you ain't like waking up every day and something and everything's happening right for you, you're on the wrong path. If you're not struggling or battling, you're on the wrong path. Something's wrong. So then I'm not saying that like you should struggle or like, you know, like it's something to brag about. But what I'm saying is that everything in nature, naturally, when you're on the right path, there's going to be a resistance movement. That's what you know you're doing right. When you don't really have a lot of conflict, everything's good. You know, like to them, that means you're not affecting or putting a ripple into that matrix, like we was talking about, to that computer program. Because never think what you're doing. Like I said, I'm a little man. I ain't got nothing but 100 million. I ain't got nothing but a couple million views. And then you got people with 100 million some views coming against me. Why? Or really groups. Because that's what I'm trying to tell you. The reason why is because they know that as an individual, they're nothing. These artists are nothing, and they know it. As an individual, but then as a group, you own this actor, this image, or this name as a group of people. And you mad because I'm attacking this, costing you money because you know people listening. And you know that my rates are higher than your rates because I come in at an activist rate. So you know that. And you jealous of that. And they jealous of that because you know that I don't go get plastic surgery and I don't do certain rituals. And I don't have to act like, you know, this and that. when I'm up here before you on these videos. You know, I just come regular. Like, I mean, they call me a junkie or whatever, but I'm a junkie that's worth a shit, probably one of the richest ones. So that was their last resort. They had to team up on me. They ain't had nothing else. They had to go call up a fucking billionaire against a fucking thousandaire. That's all they had. So stay tuned for more, man. Always in the midst of action. Ram Hotep L, 13SignsAstrology.com.